Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be discussing how Colin Allred, can he beat Ted Cruz in Texas? And I think he definitely does have a path. I mean, we're going to go into the election shuffler, and I'll show you exactly how I think that Colin Allred does have a shot at beating Ted Cruz. And I'll just be discussing the probabilities at the end of the video. So, start out with in the 2024 election, Biden v. Trump. I think Texas will be very close. I think if Biden keeps Trump down to only a 2-point win, Colin Allred actually has a shot due to how unpopular Ted Cruz is in the state of Texas. He has a pretty negative approval rating overall lately. But let's go through what kind of margins he would need. So Colin Allred, obviously, he would need to improve his margins in the urban areas, and that's doable. Travis County is shifting more and more to the Democrats' side each election, so he could do a couple points better here. Maybe be... Let me just fix that. I would say it would be shifting up, I think it's fair to say it could shift, go to 75 points to 25 in the future. Especially in the Texas suburbs as well. They're definitely shifting more and more left. So I'll give a few points there. A few points here. Now let's see how the state of Texas. So right now it's already getting slightly more bluer over time. But I really feel like the best margins they're going to get is out of Dallas. They could get that up to 70% in a Colin Allred versus Ted Cruz matchup. In Tarrant County, I think this is one of the most important counties, honestly, for Colin Allred to do well, and it's a real swing county. But if Colin Allred could shift the partisanship here in favor of the Democrats, a few more percentage-wise, let's see here. How did Tarrant County get all the way down? All right. There. So yeah, they could shift the results here a bit more. In fact, it could shift even 5 points in favor of the Democrats. So again, it could go from 50 to 54% over time. You could get those types of margins out there. Travis County, you could get that higher, probably a bit higher than that. Yeah, around 69. Oh, how did it dip down that much? This thing's a bit wonky, so pardon me about this. But yeah, probably around D plus 17. But that would definitely shift the states if he just keeps getting a better margin in these Texas, especially in Denton. They could get the better margins here for the Democrats because, again, you'd have to bet better suburban support in these outer reach counties. But I think Colin Allred could totally get the margins here for Democrats a bit better. He's a pretty strong Senate candidate in that regard. Already, even with better margins there, it's already shifting. Montgomery County, it's a huge... Democrats will definitely shift this a bit more left as well. We just bunch that up to 60 for Bend to definitely get a better margin here. So again, you could just see how these numbers are going down here. Haze, interesting. Forgot to fix that. Okay, it wouldn't go up that much. It would probably be about 59, but 40. Zoom back in. Show shift is off. So I think his real path here is he has to improve in these urban counties, the suburban counties around here. If he keeps doing that, I think he could catch Ted Cruz. And honestly, I think it's crucial that the Democrats invest in the state of Texas, just because that really helps them in the Senate map. Let's say they flip Texas. Then all they have to do is win Montana or Ohio. With a tester right now, I think he's quite favored if the nominee is Matt Rosendale, and that already nets them a Senate if they win the presidency. Even with Biden losing in Texas, if he keeps it below a 2-point loss or something, that could help Colin Allred win against Ted Cruz. There's even a scenario where they win in Texas, Montana, and they even luck out with a win in Ohio, and that gives them to 51 Senate seats, keeping them from losing any, because they're definitely going to lose West Virginia. But yeah, we have to look at what a Texas victory would look like here. Because again, even with these very partisan shifts here, even that, it's kind of tough to see how Colin Allred could really pull it off. You'd probably have to win in Denton and Collin County, honestly, but it's doable. It's only a 21,000 vote margin. Let's see if we shift these in favor of the Democrats here, that it could change that. Like a 5-point shift is pretty fair for each of these. Let's see. Well, that's like a 9-point shift there. Let's see. Let me put that down to 53. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, I think Colin Allred's path to victory is he needs to win Denton County, he needs to win Collin County to get those margins better. Even with those shifts in those suburban counties, that would almost be enough to fix the gap here. But other counties you could improve on. Of course, El Paso, that could get more Democratic. So again, let's boost that turnout there. Again, I think he's campaigning the right way. I think even if he's campaigning on an assault weapons ban, 62% of Americans support an assault weapons ban in America. But in Texas, it's probably a very heated issue. I think the urban, suburban areas would support it, while in these rural, deep red parts of Texas, they would be against it. But yeah, that's the real issue for it here. Montgomery County, again, it's sort of like a Republican suburb, but it could shift in favor of the Dems a bit. So again, that would help them with the margins there. And already you can see it's only within 50,000 votes or so. But you could show the shift there. Which other counties could the Democrats improve in? Bexar. Again, they could get a better margin here. That would definitely help them get a few more votes. And just with that, they would get it. Do this have to improve in these, again, urban and suburban counties in Texas? They need to win Denton, they need to win Collin County. If they're not winning these two, like, I think it's a very hard way of getting enough votes there. So if they flip that, that's even still only tilt Democratic. It's kind of hard to see how it gets to lean. But yeah, 6,000 vote victory. I think that's how Colin Allred can make the path. There's focus on these urban and suburban counties, getting turnout up for the Democrats in them, and that's really the path there. So yeah, let me just hide that so you can see. Just improve those margins in both these areas, and they could pull off a narrow victory, and that would really help them in the Senate map. So the probability, I would say, of Colin Allred beating Ted Cruz, it's probably like a 25% chance. Pretty low, but again, he'll outperform Biden, I think. And Biden's chances of winning Texas against Trump, it's probably like 18% chance, I would say. It's a bit lower. But it would be a lean red state. Right now, I think Trump only wins Texas against Biden by 3 or 4 points. That's what the polling is currently showing anyway. It shows that Texas is actually that close. So that's my prediction so far, or just what path Colin Allred needs to take to beat Ted Cruz. Just improve those margins in these few counties here, and that'll just improve the Democrats' odds at holding the Senate in 2024, and maybe even netting a seat in Texas. I'll see you guys in the next video.